Apollo Tyres United We Play is in its fourth season now, and it has garnered 35 million reach digitally, 15 million in season 4 alone. And today is just going to go off the charts because we are being joined by a football legend, an absolute star, all of it.
I absolutely love that compliment, Ridhima, but I'm sure you're not talking about me here, are you? Because
No,
I can't be me.
I mean, you're a star in your own right, but actually I'm talking about somebody else, and that's the reason why we're wearing this t-shirt.
Let's not waste time then. Let's take everybody straight to it and see who this legend is.
Let's unveil the star.
Is this on ice cream? 26 degrees. How are you?
What a pleasure to have you. So good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
How are you? Very well, very well.
Since we're speaking on the tires, this is something that I've obviously wanted to ask you. If you look at the tires and you think of yourself as a player, would you say your strongest attribute was the precision that you had, the speed that you had, or the control of everything, including the ball and the game?
Oh, it definitely wasn't speed. I'm precise in my preparation in terms of every time I prepared for a game. I knew exactly the same things. In my game, I wouldn't be called precise. That was the only.
Yeah, I think when you speak of precision as well, we've obviously seen, all of us have grown up watching David Beckham, but when you speak of open play football,
Yeah.
who's that one player that you played against or with that if it's a 90-yard pass or even a 40-yard pass, he's going to find you?
To be honest with you, when I think of precise, I think of David Beckham.
Yes.
His technique was absolutely perfect, and his delivery, his accuracy, and his passing, his crossing, his set pieces were the very best that I ever saw. But the amount of times he kicked a football as a kid when he was 13, 14, 15, he used to stay out after training for hours on end practicing and sort of kicking the ball. He loved kicking a football. Even now, if you saw him,
Yeah.
if there's a football, his just technique of kicking the ball is so graceful where you only get that through a little bit of natural talent,
Right.
and obviously understanding of how to do it, but then that repetition of practicing all the times, yeah, it was a lot. It's a lot.
And Gary, if I had to just speak about you, you're a football star. You're a world expert on everything under the sun.
That's not true.
It is true.
That is not
No, it is true. You're a YouTuber, you're a podcaster, you run multiple businesses. So clearly you have a pact with God where you've got more hours than any one of us in a day. For sure. But what's a day in your life like?
Do you know something? I'm just thinking that I had the best sleep I had 8.5 hours sleep in Chandigarh. I need to come to Chandigarh more often.
You're always welcome.
That's the most sleep I've ever had in my life, I think. Usually I go to bed at 10 o'clock at night, 9:30, 10, and I'm up at 4:30, 5 o'clock every day. And I go to the gym at 6.
So I'll get you back into the routine. We've got to go in the car and probably
Do it?
a
Is
destination.
conversation finished?
It is.
You're quite brutal, actually. I do mean.
Gary, you come from that legendary batch of 1992. You have to sort of kick off with us and have to tell us what was that time with Man U like?
It was. Do you know something? When it's happening, you don't realise it, obviously, sometimes because you're in it and you're just experiencing it every single day. But when I think of my life from 5 years of age, when my dad first took me to Old Trafford, to think then that I obviously retired at 36, those 30 years are like a dream in my life. Like, my life could not have gone any better. You know, people say you have ups and downs. I can't really say that I had any downs in that 30s. Obviously, I lost football matches, or I, sometimes got left out and we lost Champions League games or Premier League titles. But it was unbelievable. I can't really believe it happened. And obviously now I'm nearly 50. I can look back with a little bit of nostalgia and feel, proud of that time. But just the people I played with, the coaches, the manager, fans, staff in the club, everything was absolutely spot on. It was an incredible time, and one that, it was a special time for Manchester United as well as a football club, but it was an incredible time for me because I just loved United all my life. Manchester United to me was magic.
We spoke about the fact that you got a routine set, right? But we've all seen the interviews of even Sir Alex saying, you had to work harder than the rest.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a non-negotiable for any footballer also, that the hard work is first and foremost?
Yeah, so I just something I always feel like when I think of my United career and sort of people ask me sort of what's the non-negotiable or what was it that was important, I felt it was so simple.
Yeah.
In the sense of how Sir Alex explained it to us, that he used to say, "I'm the boss.
Yeah.
So I've decided you're good enough to play for United."
Mhm.
He said, "That's my decision.
Right.
You know, you've got the talent and the skill. Never doubt that, because if you haven't, you wouldn't be here."
Correct.
So I think that's really important, that when you actually, you know, you've got players in the dressing room, you've decided that they're going to be here as the coach. You know, you've got to take responsibility for that. But in return, he wanted a work ethic that was enormous.
Yeah.
And he used to say to us, you know, if you turn up every single day, work as hard as you possibly can, and never give in.
Yeah.
He said, I know that we'll win trophies as a team because the belief in talent's in here. So I always used to think it was really simple. I had to turn up every single day, work as hard as I possibly could, leave nothing to chance on the work ethic side, never give in, because sometimes you feel like giving in, sometimes you feel it's tough. And this morning when I went to the gym, I gave in. I went in there for half an hour and I thought, oh God, this is, you know what I mean? But when I was at United, you never gave in. And then you come back the day after and you do it again.
Right.
And you do that for 20 years. And that's why we had success for 20 years, because the manager instilled very simple principles into us.
Yeah. You know, when you say relentless, I've obviously had the honor of meeting a lot of people from United and having played with coaches who also come to into Indian football.
Yeah.
And that's one word that whoever's met Sir Alex Ferguson has said that relentless.
Yeah.
I've, you know, many times over and over again. I think that's something that he instilled. Is that correct? Saying do what you need to do, but be relentless at what you bring to the table.
And to this day, I'm you know, like say nearly 15, 3-4 months, and it doesn't leave me.
Yeah.
You know, there's something there in the back of your mind, not just from Sir Alex, but from my parents, from my grandparents, that being proud every single day to work as hard as you can and having that ethos is important. You know, I think it's important for my children. I've got 2 girls that are 14 and 15, and I want them to work hard. I want them to be proud, so that people look at them and then they're consistent and they're reliable, and that they're people who people can be proud of. And I think that's. Is he playing his music, that guy?
Oh, you know what? Oh no, you know what that's like? That's the tractor.
Is it the tractor?
You should take a video of it. I
Honestly.
promise you. You want to take a video of it?
He's got some swag riding.
No, this is pure Chandigarh. What was I doing? The car's gonna move. I'll put it on this. No, I'll tell him to come next to us. Paji, थोड़ी आगे करो इनको देख रहे हैं.
How was the tractor, Gary?
Oh, good.
Have you come to India before?
Yes, I went to Mumbai 10 years ago. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
What's your favorite place in Manchester that you would highly recommend that you must go?
Old Trafford.
Yeah, of course.
Go to Old Trafford. Honestly, if you go to Manchester, go to Old Trafford, because there is nothing in Manchester, in my opinion, and look, I'm biased maybe, that will give you that feeling of, wow.
A lot of us will have this question. You played against Ronaldo and you've been in the dressing room with Cristiano Ronaldo. How was that? Like, is he also, you know, routine based, or how was it in general with him?
The biggest thing that Cristiano Ronaldo had, in my opinion, was that was a determination for him to be the very best in the world, almost like an obsession, an obsession for him to be the best. And I know that obviously that means that the team wins, right. But I've never seen someone so obsessed with performance, with them doing well, with himself doing well. That to me makes him that sort of that creates the difference between a great player and the greatest player. Yeah. Is that obsession that he had with basically himself and his detail of what he was doing in practice, and his preparation was incredible.
You know, I want to tell all the Indian fans here who may not be aware of this fact, but Gary and his brother played cricket. And at what level? And I hear you also had a century. Yeah. You could just take us back to your cricketing career.
Yeah, so I played for Lancashire and North of England. My brother played for England. My brother was outstanding. He got offered a contract by Lancashire, which is the counter team, which is near to us. He was an excellent cricketer. Played with Andrew Flintoff. He broke all the records around that time. We played club cricket at Greenmount, where Mark Taylor, the famous Australian captain he was a professional one year. Matthew Hayden was the professional one year, and I had a partnership with him. So I was playing at United. So I was playing as an apprentice for United, 16 to 18 full time, but still playing cricket and not telling the club.
Guys, someone.
No, SUV. Yeah,
Something is
SUV. What's going on?
Troy?
Is it someone not got the belts on?
It says
on.
so your handbrake's up. Wow. All this cricket and bowling and, getting a few dot balls has made me hungry. Is there something you're looking forward to, Gary?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to actually going the right way in the car. That would be a good thing to do.
Yeah. Well, that is on the menu.
Do you know Apollo Tyres sort of values?
Yeah.
The word precision doesn't really sit well over here
No.
at this moment in
No,
time.
but you know what?
control.
Apollo Tyres also
control.
values strength and resilience and rigidity, and because I'm on the wrong route, it will get me to the right route because of all these qualities.
Yeah,
But at the wrong way as well.
Apollo Tyres' new strapline is bouncing back from mistakes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The comeback's stronger than the setback.
They come back stronger.
And you're not making one. Just the way I'm giving you guys hope right now.
We'll hopefully get
We'll hopefully get there.
Yeah, we'll hopefully get there without the handbrake on and sort of in a place whereby the tyres aren't ripped.
You're a joke,
Yeah,
fun. I don't think I'm doing such a bad job.
I mean, self-praise is no praise, but... Can I drive now? Let me get in there now. Yeah, come on. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. We've spoken about so many players who are legends and stars, but if I had to ask you, who are the most underrated players?
Underrated.
Yeah.
Dennis Irwin will never get the credit that he deserves for his quality. Ji-sung Park will never get the credit he deserves for the important role that he played in the team. Darren Fletcher, fantastic player, won us a lot of big matches. So I think who are underrated, somebody who was underrated. I'm confident in India driving. You not think so?
Yeah, I would say that. I would say that.
I like driving.
I'll just say don't get a little overconfident because then you might just have another car coming from the other side.
Oh, what's this? Is he selling ice cream?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
What, on the motorway?
Yes, he is.
What, people can't pull over at the motorway and have ice cream? Can we have one there? Let's pull over. Come on.
So Gary, it's been a long day, and usually in India we wind down with a cup of tea or cup of coffee.
Thank you so much, Gary. In fact, you've come at a very auspicious time in India. It is Diwali time, and as you can see, we're celebrating here in Minerva, and you've got a lot of light here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I've absolutely loved it.
Happy Diwali.